loyal friends hard to find? Are we loyal to our friends, even to death? Is Jesus a true friend? Let's look at a special friendship in 1 Samuel 20. Did David ask Jonathan why Saul was determined to kill him? David fled from Naioth in Ramah. He came to Jonathan and said, "What have I done? What's my crime? And how have I wronged your father so that he's determined to kill me?" Jonathan told him, "Far from it. You won't die. Look, my father never does anything great or small without telling me. So why should my father hide this thing from me? It's not like that." David again took an oath. "Your father certainly knows that I've found favor with you." And so he told himself, Jonathan mustn't know this, so he won't be upset. But as certainly as the Lord is alive and living, and as certainly as I'm alive and living too, there's only a step between me and death. Jonathan told David, "Whatever you say, I'll do." David told Jonathan, "Look, the new moon is tomorrow, and I'm expected to sit down with the king to eat. Let me go so I can hide in the field until the evening of the day after tomorrow. If your father actually notices that I'm not there, then you're to say David urgently requested that I allow him to run to his hometown of Bethlehem because the yearly sacrifice for the entire family was taking place there. If he says good, then your servant will be safe. But if he actually gets angry, you'll know that his intentions are evil. Now show gracious kindness to your servant, because you have entered into a sacred covenant with your servant. If there is iniquity in me, then kill me yourself. Why should you bring me to your father?" "Nonsense," Jonathan replied. "If I actually knew that my father intended evil against you, wouldn't I tell you about it?" Then David told Jonathan, "Who will tell me if your father answers you harshly?" Did the two make a covenant regarding the future of each other's families? And Jonathan said to David, "Come and let's go out into the field." And they went out both of them into the field. And Jonathan said to David, "O Lord God of Israel, when I've sounded my father about tomorrow any time, on the third day, and behold, if there be good toward David, and I then send not to you and show it to you, the Lord do so and much more to Jonathan. But if it please my father to do you evil, then I'll show it to you and send you away, that you may go in peace, and the Lord be with you, as he's been with my father. And you shall not only, while yet I live, show me the kindness of the Lord, that I die not, but also you shall not cut off your kindness from my house forever. No, not when the Lord has cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth." So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, "Let the Lord even require it at the hand of David's enemies." And Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him, for he loved him as he loved his own soul. How did Jonathan plan to communicate with David regarding his father's plot? Then Jonathan said to him, "Tomorrow's the new moon, and you'll be missed because your seat will be missing. When you've stayed for 3 days, you shall go down quickly and come to the place where you hid yourself on that eventful day, and you shall remain by the stone Ezel. And I will shoot 3 arrows to the side, as though I sent them towards a target. And behold, I'll send the young man, saying, 'Go find the arrows.' And if I specifically say to the young man, 'Behold, the arrows are on this side of you, get them,' then come, for there's peace for you and no harm, as Yahweh lives. But if I say to the youth, 'Behold, the arrows are beyond you,' go, for Yahweh has sent you away. As for the agreement of which you and I have spoken, behold, Yahweh is between you and me forever." What excuse did Jonathan give as to why David was absent from Saul's feast? So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon came, the king sat down to eat food. Now the king sat on his seat as usual, the seat by the wall. Then Jonathan stood up, and Abner sat down by Saul's side. But David's place was empty, Nevertheless, Saul did not say anything that day, because he thought, it must have been an accident. He's not clean. Undoubtedly, he's not clean. But it came about the next day, the second day of the new moon, that David's place was empty again. So Saul said to his son Jonathan, "Why has the son of Jesse not come to the meal, either yesterday or today?" And Jonathan answered Saul, "David earnestly requested leave of me to go to Bethlehem. He said, 'Please let me go, because our family has a sacrifice in the city, and my brother has ordered me to attend. So now, if I've found favor in your sight, please let me slip away, so that I may see my brothers. For this reason he's not come to the king's table." How did Jonathan find out about how his father planned on treating David? Saul's anger flared up at Jonathan, and he said to him, "You son of a perverse and rebellious woman, don't I know that you've sided with the son of Jesse, to your own shame and to the shame of the mother who bore you? As long as the son of Jesse lives on this earth, neither you nor your kingdom will be established. Now send someone to bring him to me, for he must die." "Why should he be put to death? What has he done?" Jonathan asked his father. But Saul hurled his spear at him to kill him. Then Jonathan knew that his father intended to kill David. Jonathan got up from the table in fierce anger. On that second day of the feast, he didn't eat, because he was grieved at his father's shameful treatment of David. How did Jonathan signal David and give him fair warning about his father's plot? And so it was in the morning that Jonathan went out into the field at the time appointed with David, and a little lad was with him. Then he said to his lad, "Now run, find the arrows which I shoot." As the lad ran, he shot an arrow beyond him. When the lad had come to the place where the arrow was, which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried out after the lad and said, "Isn't the arrow beyond you?" And Jonathan cried out after the lad, "Make haste, hurry, don't delay." So Jonathan's lad gathered up the arrows and came back to his master. But the lad didn't know anything. Only Jonathan and David knew of the matter. Then Jonathan gave his weapons to his lad and said to him, "Go carry them to the city." As soon as the lad had gone, David arose from a place toward the south, fell on his face to the ground, and bowed down 3 times. And they kissed one another, and they wept together, but David more so. Then Jonathan said to David, "Go in peace, since we've both sworn in the name of the Lord, saying, 'May the Lord be between you and me, and between your descendants and my descendants forever.'" So he arose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. What kind of friend did Jesus prove himself to be to us? There's no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends. Are loyal friends hard to find? Are we loyal to our friends even to death? Is Jesus a true friend? You decide.